children what their father was like, of his hopes and aspirations, his love and his dreams, and how brave he was to fight and die for what he believed. And I remember what he told me on that day. He said, "Son, I gotta go. Take care of your mama and the kids till I get home." Then he smiled and waved and told us all goodbye, while mama stood there and cried. He was a captain in the army. He led a whole platoon of men, and they never told us how he died or how scared he must have been. Forever I'll remember the way he looked that day. He stood so proud and tall as he waved and stepped into that plane. And I remember what he told me on that day. Well, he said, "Son, I gotta go. Take care of your mama and the kids till I get home." Then he smiled and waved and told us all goodbye, while mama stood there and cried. War is an ugly thing, I know. Round and round and round we go. Take the good with the bad and say goodbye. From death comes life. You gotta say your goodbye. As I grew up helping mama in the shadow of his death, sometimes she would remind us all of what kind of man he'd been, and a tear would well up in her eye as she talked about his life, the goodness that was in his heart and the love that was his wife. I still remember what she told me on that day. She said, "Son, he had to go. Now you're my little man, you'll have to help me here at home." Then she smiled at me and tucked me in goodnight, while she stood